Our next category, Best Performance by a Lead Actor. So our first nominee is LeBron. This was the night he posted 39 points, 16 assists, 12 rebounds against the Mavericks on November 1st. Remember, this is like the big LeBron-Luka kind of showdown.
I know that's not the Wash King doing that, right? Not the Wash King. And he did that with no Anthony Davis. No Anthony Davis.
Daddy, was that you called Daddy Ball?
Yeah, that's Daddy Ball.
All right, our next nominee, James Harden, dropped 60 in a win over the Hawks back on November 30th.
3 quarters, am I correct?
Right.
3 quarters?
Beautiful.
I've seen this before.
What? Because someone turns in a great performance over and over, we're like, whatever?
I've seen it before.
Our final nominee, Damian Lillard, 48 points, dished out 10 assists against the Lakers last Friday. He put on a show in Kobe's memory. This was a performance. All right, so who should our Oscar for Best Performance go to?
Out of these 3,
Yeah.
not saying their whole careers.
No. Again, it's
Out of
one
these
night.
3,
One night.
one night,
Yeah.
Dame Dollar.
Well, I'm going with King James for the simple fact he went into Dallas. Dallas was playing well at the time. They were playing really good at home, and he went there without Anthony Davis on the road and put on a performance.
I respect all that.
In year 17. Woo.
Well, as the tiebreaker, and really, producer Danny, I wish I had this. I wish I had this job in our actual congressional Senate, but instead, I'll just have it here on the jump. I'm going with Damian Lillard. I mean, just the moment was so big, and to walk in there, and it was hard. Damian and I talked about this before the game. You are being dropped into someone else's very emotional moment, right? Anyone could have been the opponent.
Look at that play, dunking on 3
that
dudes.
night. And there was sort of this storybook script of the Lakers wanting to win it for Kobe. It is a strange position to be the opponent in that because, of course, everybody would like to win the basketball game they play. They're professional athletes.
Right.
But Dame said straight out to me, he goes, yeah, it's completely weird. He said his thing was no one's winning tonight.
Well, Dame might win a Grammy someday, but he'll take the Oscar.
He'll take our Oscar. There we go. Our next category is Best Actor. Here are the nominees. Eric Bledsoe versus the Clippers on November 6th.
Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible.
That to me was
Come
amazing.
on, Bled.
Look at the performance he gives at the end. Look, it's just it's beautiful.
He puts Doc.
Did Doc challenge that?
Probably lost. Probably challenged it and lost.
Can you challenge a flop call? I don't know.
You should be able to, on
Right?
principle.
All right, Patrick Beverley. He did count it. Patrick Beverley versus the Rockets on November 22nd. This one was amazing. This was really art.
You know what? It's the falling down too.
And also the head going back twice. Right? I mean, not everybody does that. Not everyone puts the care on a performance like that. And finally, Joe Ingles versus the Heat, December 23rd.
Slow motion.
Look at
Horrible. That was horrible.
I just love the opposing coaches.
Look.
Right? Here's.
It was,
the delay on it is really this.
Poor Tyler Hero getting the rookie treatment.
Right?
Having that called against him.
All right, so that is just some serious performances. Who are you giving your Oscar to, gentlemen?
I think it's the multi-stage move of Beverley, where he falls back, pushes back, and then goes down.
I agree with you. I got to give it to Pat Bev. That was horrible, Pat Bev.
That's a flop warning and a half. That's a $5,000 flop right there.
It was wonderful because he's getting an Oscar.
Oh, it was okay. It was wonderful. He's getting right for acting. He's
for acting. He is significantly acting.
You know what though, Harden. It's okay. It's against Harden. Harden does his own acting.
That was the NBA. I remember I posted a video of that like right as it happened because it was so phenomenal. And half the response was, including from NBA players, was right, but it's against James.
Harden had to respect that. He was like, you know what, that was pretty good.
There you go. All right, finally, the biggest category of them all, Best Picture, which for our purposes means posterization.
Oh, no.
Brian, no whining here. First up, Derrick Jones on Jonas Valanciunas from October 23rd.
That's who's winning the dunk
That's
contest.
Amazing. You're right, Perk.
I'm telling you.
He dunked the ball the other night at Staples Center. The ball bounced off the floor so hard it went in the stands.
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
Elevation. All right, LeBron.
Man.
November 15th.
Not the Wash King again. Something ain't right about Braun, man. I'm telling you, that's cheating.
Man,
Wow.
did you guys see the photo Andrew Bernstein took last night of LeBron on that dunk?
It was majestic.
Insane. All right, finally, DeMar DeRozan on Chris Boucher.
Oh!
I mean, that was.
Come on, Chris Boucher.
I mean, what's he gonna do? He's just standing. He's laying on top of him there.
Yeah, I mean,
Pirtle's providing
Can't even
support.
see it.
I think we all.
So what's the freeze frame? What's the best picture from that?
Oh, the last one, DeMar DeRozan. I think that was the best dunk.
LeBron's dunk was awesome.
It was awesome.
But DeRozan, you don't expect that.
Right.
It was the surprise element.
Right.
That was amazing about that.
And then the and one, the land on the ground,
Look at
all
this.
that. Look at the bench.
I mean, the Spurs needed emotional support after this.
And they won. Like, they came back and won the game. Like,
Well, see, there you go. And the little fist thing afterward, that was phenomenal.
You know, and then,
All
you know,
right.
the whole
Derrick,
background
right.
of his former, he used to play for them, doing it in there.
So many emotions.
There you go. I feel proud that we could take part in the Oscars weekend tradition again on your televisions on ABC.
These
on
will be in the
Sunday.
mail to
These will
DeRozan
be-
and Dame.
And there you go. No, I'm keeping at least one of those.
Okay.
Hey, LBJ, I tried, man. I
There
tried.
you go. He's got a lot of awards. And by the way,
Do
will
we
be
have an
talking,
Oscar, though, Rachel?
Well, we will be talking. Hey, Kobe
had an Oscar.
Kobe got an Oscar 2 years after he retired, and LeBron certainly works in the entertainment space.
Absolutely.
I would not be surprised if LeBron gets his own Oscar one day as well.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For highlights and analysis, check out the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, check out ESPN+.